My name is C.J. Deubel. They call me C.J. or my first name is Chet. I make custom knives. I've been doing it since 1979, and since 2000 I've been doing it just full time. That's all I do. First thing I do is I get a basic idea of the profile of the knife that I want. If it's a customer knife, then that's already chosen. But if it's not mine, I do it as I go. But we'll say it's a customer's knife. The first thing I do is I get paid for half of it just to make sure that, it covers the material and stuff. And then what I do is I draw it up. Then once it's drawn up, and the material that I need, whichever Damascus or regular steel that he wants, I'll make it out of whatever they want. And then I'll draw it on there, then I'll saw it out, and from there I'll grind it clean on both sides, get it to the thickness that I want. And then I'll do any of the drilling on it for holes or whatever I need, and then I'll do any file work that I want to do, and then I'll heat treat the blade. Once I heat treat it and I temper it back down, you take it up to a certain temperature. Different steels you have to take up at different temperatures, and you temper them a different way too. So what I do after that is then I grind the blade to finished, and then I start deciding what bolsters material I'm going to put on, and I'll lay them out and cut them up and grind them top and bottom on the surface grinder. And then from there I decide the handle material. I trim that up and I shape it pretty close, flat on the flatten. It's a flat piece on my surface my 2x72 inch belt grinder. I get it flat on both sides, and then I mount it on there, on the handle. Well, I got to put the bolsters on first, the guards, call it, on the front. I'll do that and solder them on, and sometimes I pin them too, and then I'll put the handles on, and I'll do that and glue them on, and then I put pins in them, to put them where I want them, and then I'll put a bolster or a guard on the end of it, same way, pin it and solder it, whichever, and then from there I leave it set for a while for all the glue to set up and everything to the right amount of time, and then I go over to the belt sander, 2x72 inch belt sander, and I'll put the flat platen on, and I'll put a 60 grit belt on there, rough grinding, and I'll bring it down close to size. I think what I like the best is making something out of something else, taking a chunk of metal or a rock, as I do lapidary too, which is grinding stones, and just making something out of it. You look at it and sometimes you say, wow, you see something in it, and then you try to grind it or shape it, whatever you do. And out of the finished product, makes me feel good to look at.